dollars to Argentina for literally no reason, fucking over our farm and agricultural markets again for literally no reason, partially because of the stupid fucking tariffs that he put into place for what, again, I can only assume to be no fucking reason at all. But he's been absolutely wreaking havoc on the United States. Now, I don't really give a fuck that much about the United States. I care about the people that live here, but the country, I could take or leave. I don't really give a fuck about the US. But the point is that the people who live here have been enormously hurt by all of the bullshit that Trump has done. All of the dishonest, idiotic, ignorant, and thoughtless shit that he's done has done, in some cases, irreverable. I'm sorry, not irreverable. What's the word I'm looking for? Is it irreverable? What's the word where I guess that would be irreversible. There's another word where you talk about whether or not it can be recovered or fixed. Irreparable. That's the word I was looking for. He's done near irreparable damage in some of these cases to a lot of the people who live in the United States. And a lot of these same people are the people that support him and people that watch Tim Pool. And I'm sure that the Venn diagram on that one has probably got a lot of fucking overlap. If you're watching Tim Pool, you probably support Trump. That's just a wild guess. Maybe you don't support Trump, in which case, maybe you just need your head examined. I'm not sure why you're watching Tim Pool if you're not just in it to get your regular, fix of fascist fucking Trump slop shoved down your throat by his latest mouthpiece that's meant to just push his narrative regardless of what he actually does in the most dishonest ways possible. Maybe that's up maybe that's in your wheelhouse. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you, why a person who's not a Trump supporter would be watching Tim Pool. But for those of you that are Trump supporters watching Tim Pool, if any of you happen to watch this video for whatever fucking reason, how does it... I guess my question is does it bother you that all of your opinions are fucking retarded and wrong and based in literally nothing? Like, does that bother you? Is that just okay? Does it make you feel good that you just go on YouTube and watch some dumbass in a beanie tell you what to think and make dumbass arguments against points that are fucking bulletproof? Does it make you feel good to hear Brian Shapiro say that Trump, the president that you fucking voted for and supported and probably still support now, was convicted of 34 felonies? And that, by the way, that's being light about it. Brian Shapiro, again, because he's a fucking centrist, he was light about it. I would have gone on there and said, why are you fucking supporting a rapist, right? Like, does it bother you that you're supporting a person like this, or do you just not give a fuck? And not only is he a bad person, right? Because there's lots of bad people that can do good things, but he hasn't done that. He hasn't done anything good, unless you think good is rounding up all the Mexicans and sending them across the border. I mean, I guess if you consider that good, then sure. But if you're one of those people that consider that good, I'm not really talking to you. You're kind of like a fucking too far gone, like, loser. Like, I'm not really that interested in what you think at all if you support Trump because you think those things are good. If you think ICE agents running around in Illinois with masks on, abducting people, brown, black, whoever, just because they look like they might have a hint of Hispanic in them, then you're too far gone for the person to be the type of person that I'm directing this question to. And by the way, if you want to leave a nasty comment, if you're going to go down there in the comment section and leave a nasty comment because you don't like what I'm saying, please do so. I would love the smoke at any point, please, right? But I probably won't read it. I'll probably just feel good about the fact that you took the time out of your day to type that and then not read it just to make sure that the time you spent typing it was a fucking waste. That'd be my way of like getting back at you in the smallest way fucking possible. But you got to get your wins where you can. But anyways, yeah, back to Tim Pool shit. When did it happen that we're okay with paid for assets? Like, there was literally a court case where Tim Pool and some other conservative commentators, including Dave Rubin, were discovered to be taking money, millions of fucking dollars, from Russian interests. Why are we watching this guy anymore? Why does he even have a voice anymore? Why are we taking him seriously? Why does he have a channel? Why does he have an audience? Why are people watching this guy? Do you understand that he is an asset? His voice is not his own. He will say anything as long as it supports and progresses Donald Trump's agenda. He will say anything. So I don't know. It's just beyond me that people still watch Tim Pool and take him seriously. I don't know how a person could. I genuinely don't. And if you don't know about what happened with Tim Pool and the court case and the details, I don't remember all the details because it happened quite some time ago. And I'll be quite honest with you, I don't really give a fuck enough about Tim Pool to go brush up on it to make sure I get the details right. So I would just encourage you, if you don't know or are unfamiliar with the details, just go look it up. It's everywhere. You can find it literally with a Google search. It's not hidden, right? You can find it anywhere. Um, but yeah, I'm not gonna go into the whole thing here because I don't really, to be honest with you, feel like I need to. Same reason I didn't watch any Tim Pool content before this. I kind of got triggered because I saw him talking to Brian Shapiro and decided like, okay, let me just make a video on this asshole. Like, why are we still taking this fucking guy seriously, right? So I don't know. I just thought I would get on here and air out my thoughts on Tim Pool and the work that he does. The work that he does. Well, I guess it is work for like Donald Trump and the Russian interests that he's representing and all the people who get away with all the most heinous shit because of all the narratives he pushes. I guess for them it is work. But I'm genuinely curious if you're a Tim Pool fan and you're kind of on the fence about Trump, or you voted for Trump but you don't necessarily like what he's doing right now. What does it make you feel like to know that Tim Pool steered you to that direction? He steered you into that conclusion, right? What does that feel like? Does that feel like you can trust him? And I'm asking you on a genuine human level here because I'm curious. Genuinely, utterly fucking curious. Maybe you don't even know. Maybe you're unaware that this guy's a Russian asset. That's probably the case for most of his audience. He goes out of his way to not talk about it ever. And when people do talk about it, he gets his little panties in a fucking twist like a little bitch and cries because, oh, you don't know, you're talking about stuff you don't know about. You're talking about stuff you don't know about. It sucks, doesn't it, Tim? It sucks when people talk about shit they have no fucking idea what they're talking about, doesn't it? But anyways, I'm done. I've got it out of my system. I know this is the second video in a row. But I got a lot to talk about lately. I'm probably going to make another video either later today or tomorrow about ICE. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to do it today or tomorrow. I got some stuff to do. But I just wanted to get on here and talk about Tim Pool and like make sure that if you come across this video and you watch Tim Pool, if you just somehow come across this small video on YouTube, that you're aware that this guy is a piece of shit. He's lying to you and he's a selfish prick. He doesn't care about anybody besides himself. He's a millionaire. He does not give a fuck about you or your family or your safety or your standing in the country or your politics or your political ambitions coming to fruition. He doesn't give a fuck about any of that, okay? He is just a grifter. He's in it for the money. If somebody came along and offered Tim Pool $5 million to say rape is okay, he'd be on a camera tomorrow probably raping a baby, right? Just to make his point. And if that seems hyperbolic or I shouldn't be saying, I don't give a fuck. Genuinely, I don't care. He's a bad person. If you watch him and you like him, you're a bad person. It's just that simple. If you don't like that, be a better person. I don't know what to tell you. So, yeah, I just wanted to get on here and air out my thoughts about Tim Pool and shake my fist at the void again. So I'll see you guys in the next video.